Good evening. Police arrest a man accused of kicking and dragging his girlfriend.
The shocking moments captured on home surveillance video.
Do I believe that Darnell should be sentenced to life or a long jail term? No. I believe that he should get help. I do believe Darnell is hit his bottom and he is in a lot of pain right now.
Darnell says that on January 1st, when he left the New Year's Eve party he was attending, he thought he got into his ex-girlfriend's car and just fell asleep. He says it wasn't until later that same morning when he woke up that he learned exactly what he had done.
When I looked at my face, I saw the devil.
Stop, Darnell!
It's terrifying for me to know that I'm capable of doing something like that. Last thing I remember was leaving the New Year's Eve party with my girlfriend and my 1-month-old daughter. I was really intoxicated. The next morning, I woke up to a call from my girlfriend telling me that everything is on the news. Hung up the phone, and I saw myself on the news. I pushed her onto the ground. I also kicked her and dragged her back to the car. I couldn't remember why I was that mad. My girlfriend told me that it was over money, and I wanted to go get some weed.
I heard a bunch of banging at my door, knocking, so I went over to go peek and see who it was. After I looked outside the window, I could tell that it was the cops outside looking for me, saying if I didn't come out, they'd be dragging me out, kicking and screaming. I got on the phone, called my mom. I looked out, peeked out, and saw about 5 more cops downstairs. We waited here for about 5 hours until, my mom said they weren't leaving. She had me go ahead and let them know that I was gonna surrender myself. I opened the door. They told me to put my hands up. My phone was still in my pocket. My mom was on speaker. I walked outside just like this. I had my hands up, walked down, nice and slow. And when I got to this point about here, they had me turn around, put my hands behind my back, and then arrested me.
I've lost everything. My daughter, girlfriend, job. I can't leave the state. It hurts. I feel less than a man, I feel less than a father. I feel I've never put my hands on a woman before. I realize the severity of what I've done. My biggest fear now is spending time in prison. If I could say anything to my daughter, I would tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my girlfriend and her family. I'm sorry to my family. What I want from Dr. Phil is how to live a sober life, how to get closer to God, and how to be the father I need to be for my daughter.
Well, Darnell has been charged with first-degree kidnapping, coercion, and 3 counts of battery constituting domestic violence. He is currently out on bail awaiting trial and wearing an ankle monitor. He's joining us via satellite now because he cannot leave the state of Nevada. So my first question is, what the hell were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking at all. I was completely intoxicated.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Let's talk about that night. You say you remember getting in the car after leaving the party and going to sleep. She was driving and you were in front seat, back seat?
Back seat.
And you were back there with the baby?
Correct.
And the next thing you remember is waking up at a gas station and arguing with your ex-girlfriend about money.
Correct.
Anything physical happened there?
Not to my knowledge.
So how did it fall apart where she stops the car and gets out and runs?
Honestly, I don't know.
Did you start putting your hands on her in the car, and she obviously had to get away from you? That's why she got out of the car, right?
Not to my knowledge of me putting my hands on her in the car. I don't see I did, no.
Okay, well, what made her stop the car, get out, leave the door open, a 4-week-old baby in the back seat, and run for her life?
I wish I could tell you, but I'd probably trying to get away from that monster right there in the video, but I know it was nothing physical.
If you don't remember, how do you know what happened in the car?
Well, the next morning when she called me, she kind of went over everything that happened. And
so what did she tell you? What did she tell you happened in the car?
She thought that I would fight her or something. And when she got out the car, that's when I chased her.